today's video is winter is coming. A bit more of a solemn video, or somber, but also there is hope. There's hope for you here. Okay, so winter is a season that many of us dread. It could be a reminder of loved ones who are no longer with us, goals that we have not yet accomplished, and maybe the weather in general can trigger seasonal depression. The emphasis on Christmas and family time can cause some to feel even more isolated and lonely. In this video, I want to share 4 tips on having a happier winter. So the first thing is, think of how you can prepare practically. So where we live, we need to order firewood or go and chop wood when you get the wood, right? Because we live in the countryside. So when we recognize that winter's coming, it's time to start stocking up on wood, because you never know, what if there's a power outage? I mean, since I've lived here, we've only had 1 power cut, but it wasn't long enough. It was about 5 days, and I was so grateful. We were so grateful for the fireplace where we could still cook food and keep the house warm, right? So firewood, think of those things. Clothing. I remember one time years ago, I can't remember who told me, but they said this lady got on the bus in the dead of winter, right? And she had sleet on her chest. And I thought to myself, wow, you're so determined, right, to show your chest in the winter time that there's ice on. Listen, so prepare practically with the clothes. If you can get your long sleeve clothes, you know, the woolly clothes, whatever you can get your hands on beforehand, even if you haven't done all the shopping now, do it if you can. Just get a few items, the hats, the scarves, the gloves, because sometimes there's no snow. Sometimes the snow is intense, but you just want to be as prepared as possible. I understand, you know, we like our fashion. I'm not a fashionista in the least, yeah? But, you know, I understand fashion. We want to look good. We want to pop style and that, yeah? But just remember, when it comes to this time, you need to be practical. Put practicality over fashion. And to be fair, even in other seasons, put practicality over fashion, because ultimately clothes can affect your health. Your body loves routine. Your body loves a good flow of circulation. And then when you're not dressing properly, you're walking around like that. All of that is not good. You just want a nice flow of circulation. So just dress properly, you know? So that's something we do need to get more of ourselves, some more winter clothing. All right. Grit, you know, as it's getting icy. I saw the man driving the van today. Well, not the van, the truck, I guess, to put out the grit, yeah? Car supplies, prepare your gardens, compost materials, clean your gutters, and plug any drafts to save money on heating. Everyone's concerned about how are they going to stay warm. Think of those little things that you can do. Is there a draft somewhere in the house? All right, if I can't do it, is there maybe a loved one that I can ask to plug up that hole for me? You know, just think of those things. Even the other day, one of our rooms is like the coldest room in the house. So my husband just watched a video. He was going to order like a chimney plug, because it's a fireplace that's not in use. He was going to order a chimney plug thing, or I forgot the name for it. He just looked online, put 2 older pillows together, the cardboard in between, put a t-shirt over it and stuffed it up the chimney. And literally since he's done that, we felt the difference with that room. So not everything has to cost a lot of money. YouTube University is right there for us to learn and just think of practical ways to stay warm, right? Okay, prepare. So that's practically. Prepare spiritually. Stay in your word. And if you can't go out to your regular, you know, Bible study group, join an online study group. We need connection, yeah? Prepare emotionally. Try and go outside as much as possible. Unless you live somewhere like Yakutia, which is a country I found out about a few months ago, where there has been a lowest recorded temperature of 71 degrees Celsius, yeah? And even then, they still dress properly and go outside. The little boy was there working with his daddy, fishing, eating ice cream. And the thing is, talking about fashion over style, yeah? Because you see where I live, right? People say, oh, Scotland, it's so cold. Let me tell you something. No, that's what you call cold. As in, if you don't dress properly, you're dead. Like, that's it. You breathe and that's it. It's curtains. So they can't afford to be like, yeah, man, I just want to rock and show my and yeah, sleep on the chest, say nothing in it. No, they can't afford to do that. They literally have to dress appropriately, and that's something we should do too. So let's learn from those who are living in the colder, areas. How do they stay happy? How do they stay warm? What do they do to prepare for winter? And I'm saying this to you and I'm saying it to myself because winter is my least favorite season, but I've already been working on my mindset to just know, okay, unless I live in the sunny hills of Jamaica, it's going to be winter every year. So what can I do to prepare and just deal with the fact that it's going to be cold? There's nothing I can do. It's going to be cold. So let's prepare, right? Stay in touch with others. Remember, there are other people who may be experiencing loneliness and sadness during this time. A call can lift both of your spirits, yeah? Just make the phone call. If you don't get through, you don't get through, you try another time. Just a 10-minute check-in. Are you okay? And the last thing is prepare for the future. Sorry. As it's generally more of a quiet season, use this time to reflect on the year, where you have grown, where you need to improve, and set goals for the year ahead. Yeah. So this is a nice quiet time. It's like, oh yeah, for real. So if we just approach winter with more of that mindset, yeah, Charlotte, yeah, talking to myself, then we can get the most out of this season. And then by the time spring comes, everything that we've been working on the winter will just blossom and flourish, and it will be beautiful. All right. Our verse of encouragement is Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. Bye, ladies. Happy winter.